Thank you so much for coming to join us today. This is our last major performance of the year. It's our 6th grade speech and drama class. As many of you have, if we're grades 6 to 9, 10, 11, thank you. You've all learned the poem Invictus. Some of you first semester paraphrased the poem, and you came up here and you presented, and 3 of you won awards for best presentation. Well, that was my first semester class, and now we're going to do the same for my 2nd semester class. First, 2nd, and 3rd place trophies for the top presenters. So sit back and relax. We're going to try to get through this before your red truck leaves today. Okay? So a round of applause for all of the 6th graders who wrote, rehearsed, memorized their own rendition of the poem Invictus.
I cannot see anything but this darkness, above, around, and below me. The whippings of fate have left me scarred. The beatings of time have left me injured. But even though I have been through so much, I am still standing. For something in me, something has helped me through all this. Though I'm so beaten, I'm not broken. After being so tested, I am still standing. Something in me has been growing. From that first whipping of fate, the first beating of time. It is not light, it is not lively, but it is something that has helped me through everything. In this place of dark, now I see that something glow. The thing has grown so big, it fights against whatever I go through. This something, this thing helping me through, is my own determination. It has always been there to keep me strong, and I am grateful. My determination has made me stand strong, and it will keep me from breaking down whatever happens. I know I will never surrender to those beasts that torment me, and nothing can ever control me. For today, tomorrow, and forever, I will be unconquered. I will be undefeated. I will be Invictus.
You can't tell me what to do. Even through the darkest days, I make my own rule. This is my life. To escape from this dark cage of fear and anger, I'll trust every decision I make. I'll believe in everything I do, every path I choose. I'll love myself more for everything that I am, because I built up high walls to protect myself from this cruel world, and I will never let a single scar break down my walls. I'll never give up.
By all the darkness which surrounds me, black as abyss from north to south, I appreciate no matter what gods may be, for my unyielding mind. In the deadly grip of surroundings, I have no fear or yield out. In the blow of fortune, my head is hurt, yet I'm bent. Out of limit of anger and sorrow, overhand only the terror of the darkness, and yet the threat of the age. Show and shall show me unscared. It matters not how sorrow of the entry, how faced with the torture. I'm the owner of my destiny. I'm the leader of my spirit.
Beneath this dark sky that hovers over me, dark as the shadows from room to room, I appreciate the Lords, whoever they are, for my unmatchable strength. Under this world with no hope, I will never give up or show my fear. In the beatings of death, I am hurt but still standing. After this area of death and sadness covers me with fear and death, and even the devil himself will never see me fear him. I don't care how strong the doorway, nor do I care about the consequences of script. I control my life. I control my destiny.
Dark clouds gather above me as these voices try to empty me and carry me away. But I will not succumb to their wishes. With all that I have, I will numb myself to the pain. I am a ruthless murderer. For every day, I try to kill the memory of what I could have been, what I should have been, and what I would have been if I didn't deny the truth, if I didn't revoke the pain. But instead, I cowered behind windows, praying for an end to this rain. But this tempest won't subside. My regrets will follow me to my grave. As time is running low and the fog is closing in, I can't seem to forget the memories of the hero I've once been. But every hero has to fall, and every flower has to wilt. Behind every broken wall, a new one will be built. And every story has to end, as every trophy finds a shelf. But I will write my own story, and I will be in control of myself.
Beyond the darkness over me, dark is a hole in time and space. I'm happy for whoever rules me, I can never be contained. In the unholy hold of conditioning, I do not bleed nor give up. Suffering the beatings of randomness, I'm wounded and yet afraid. Out of this pit of death and horror awaits the crime of emptiness. But finally, the punishment of age comes and gets me undaunted. I do not care of the pain of death. It does not matter how sharp the blade. I am the commander of my fate of life. I am the leader of myself.
In the shelter of darkness, as dark as the darkest grave, I wish upon the stars my spirit stays invincible. In the grasp of my hopeless destiny, I still believed and never lost hope. Into the battle of the unknown, I'm wounded but free. In the background of my anger and my fear, dreadful pictures lingered in my mind. But through the hardness of time, fear will never catch me. Though the portal may seem small, and the heavy burden of my chain, I am the conqueror of my destiny. I am the chosen one.
Under the dark space that swallowed me, dark as hell in everywhere, I praise my God for my unbeatable soul. When my life was in trouble, I have not given up or run away. Under the sufferings of accidents, my body was bleeding, but I knew. In a room with raging screams, emerged but the fear of death. And later the danger in my life looks and will discover me unafraid. I don't care how narrow the path, how planted with darkness. I am the leader of my fortune. I am the conqueror of my spirit.
As the fears are getting rid of my courage, hope, and all opportunities are lost, again and again. A little more effort and I'll have victory, in days I'll be unafraid. I will be the one to risk and go far. And I will find out how far one can go. And I know I will find an opportunity. And I'll never, ever let my fears be the boundaries of my dreams. Not in the least will I be afraid to go and find what I want to find, what I want to be. And I'll be unafraid to pay the price to get it. I'll discover new oceans, will have courage and faith in me, will never get stuck in my own tunnel, and I'll never concentrate in the darkness. I'll sacrifice everything to be what I want to be. I'll grow through life, never let life control me. And when I dare, I will promise myself that I will win.
My dark memories that surround me, so dark that no light can be seen. I am pleased for the guidance that has guided me, for providing me with bravery. Throughout my greatest battles, I will keep fighting, although I am desperately wounded. Beneath the scars of harassment, though they shall see me fearless. Behind the walls of sorrow and agony lies not only hope, but faith. I have climbed through mountains of despair and doubt. I am not willing to surrender. I am not willing to end my path here. I don't care how tough the journey may be. I don't think about how painful the consequences shall be. I shall choose my own path, and I shall keep my own rights.
A deep trench swallows me. The dark shades of night seal every single inch. The heavens have seen my gratitude because they have made this immortal and invincible spirit. I'm slowly sinking in this loosening grasp of events. The circumstances make me want to cry out in pain. It makes me want to cry out in sorrow. But I don't. And below the tyranny of my life to come lies my blessed head stained with scarlet red. However, unyielding as always. Ahead the residence of acrimony and lament awakens my beast of life, wrapped in my own shadows. And at last, when all the rough patches of life catch up with me, but it will never, ever find me mourning over my misfortunes. Never will it see my head bowing in regret. With that, I part with words of determination. I am completely unaffected by how narrow those doorways are that life has set for me, by the penalties scrawled in my open book. I am living a victorious life by being who I am, by being Invictus.
From the blackness that is over me, dark as the void from left to right, I'm grateful for what the Holy Spirit is, for my uncontrollable spirit. In the hands of fate, and in flinch or yell, beneath all the harassments of the odds, I am on the ground, but I'll never give in. Far from the spot of pain and sorrow stands the hatred of the gloom, but the threat of a lifetime catches and will see fearlessness. It doesn't matter, even though the poor is direct, even though the list is full of penalties. I control the strings to my life. I will be unconquered and invincible.
The shadow that encloses on me, darker than the void from all around. I am grateful for the angels who guide me to keep this invincible soul going. From this unbreakable grasp of fate, I will never, ever flinch or show fear. In this never-ending hopelessness and pain, this soul is still standing strong. Out of this prison, filled with hate and sorrow, there is nothing but darkness. But still, the threats of the passing time will see me there valiant and courageous. I did not fear the future that awaits me, and all the painful tortures I will face. My past will not affect me. I will be unyielding. I will keep moving, one step at a time.
until I reach that place full of freedom and light.
Cold and alone I feel today, hollow like a crater that is endlessly deep. I savor the old times that will never fade, because of you that will get my vengeance someday. Behind this great wall of sorrow and agony lies one concept that has been long forgotten. No matter how dark the chasm, this word will shine brighter than all. Peace is the all-powerful term. Facing each obstacle without a doubt, I won't show a single sign of weakness. Harassed every hour as the days turn into weeks, everything will one day stop as I will be free. How tall the tower or how deep the seas, I won't show a single sign of regret, as I am what the generations created and I am the key to success.
Reaching out for the darkness that surrounds me, gloomy like a night in the cave, I am happy for whatever the protectors might be for my invincible mind. In the tight ropes of this situation, I have not given up nor fell down. Below the whippings of hope, my body's beaten, but my mind is still strong. Over this land of hellish behavior, monsters with the scariness of the shadows. And the adventures throughout this year of sadness discovers and uncovers me as brave as I can be. It is not important how strict the entrance is, or how filled with consequences the law. I am the leader of my future. I am the king of my life.
Absent of the darkness sheltering me, dark is the night from here to there. I'm grateful for everything you've done for me, my everlasting heart I wear. In the hands of consideration, I haven't wailed or bawled. Beneath my beatings of occasion, I'm hurt but won't give up. Out of this area of shame, creeps the fear you're unable to save, and soon the enemy of the days will see me brave. It doesn't matter how crowded it is, how ready you are with discipline. I am the leader of my death. I am the commander of my heart.
Okay, that was our last contestant, and while we wait for our esteemed judges to tabulate the figures, I would like to have the class come up and take a bow. You guys come on up, please.